Hey,
Hi.
James.
Hey, James.
I'm gonna let her answer your question. How many you got left?
How many are you? Well, I don't know. Are we saving you? Is it for the best to last, James?
It could be. It could be.
Come on, I've got every faith that we've saved the best to last.
New Worlds, Deadly Threats, one epic mission. It's season 2 of Syfy's The Ark. The Ark takes place 100 years in the future. Even though it's 100 years in the future, I'm still old school. Ladies always go first. I'm going to go with Christie Burke. She's going to tell us about Lieutenant Sharon Garnet.
Well, Lieutenant Sharon Garnet, we find out in season 1, is a clone. She was thrusted on this ship last minute, so nobody really knows too much about her, and that's revealed later in season 1 that she's a clone. And yeah, she kind of takes leadership because she feels like she's the only one that could really do it because she was designed for space travel. She has tardigrade DNA, so she's like, perfect to fight the trials and tribulations of space. And in season 2, we kind of start with her having the worst day of her life. She's made a decision that has caused her ship to be basically destroyed. People could be alive, could be dead, and she's having to rebuild so she can get back on that mission and find a new home for her fellow crew members. And that's Sharon Garnet.
Yeah, so speaking of fellow crew members, Richard Fleeshman plays Lieutenant James Bryce. Let's talk about Lieutenant James Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce is he's an interesting fish. I mean, we met him in season 1, and he was harboring the secret that he was essentially terminally ill and he was dying. And he was very reckless with his life because of that. He had nothing to live for. He wanted to try and do something good as a final act and go out in a blaze of glory. But then throughout season 1, they discovered a cure. So then he's thankfully all better. And now he's fallen in love and he's happy and he's got friendships and he's got relationships and he's got a lot to live for. So we meet a man going through a very different time in his life, which has been lovely. And they've explored that more. But obviously, because it's the Ark and because we're in space, all will not remain smooth sailing for very long for any of us.
Now, Ritchie plays Lieutenant Spencer Lane. I saved him for last on purpose because the last time I saw him, it was 10,000 BC. And now here he is 100 years in the future. Let's talk about that.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the 18 years of work since 10,000 BC that you missed. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, 10,000 BC. Yeah, that was way back in the future. Lane has been thrust into this amazing spaceship that he kind of wants to run at the beginning of season 1. He thinks he's the guy to do the job. He's ready to step up to the plate. And little does he know that when he finally gets the chance, he's absolutely useless and doesn't know what to do, what button to press and what lever to pull. Which was really endearing from a character perspective because it's really fun to play characters that are flawed, and with him it was his confidence that was really kind of short-lived. And in season 2 we get to go on a whole other journey with him, which I certainly didn't see coming, and I don't think the viewers will get to see coming. It's a we really worked hard on this season and really raised the bar, I feel, and Dean Devlin and Jonathan Glassner were just incredible at what they handed to us and trusted us with. It must have been an enormous amount of trust to for us to pull this off, and I think we might have just done it, hopefully.
What's interesting, pulling it off, I got to see Anomaly, and it was very interesting that there's a lot of different personalities on this arc. Talk about that a little bit, Christie.
Well, I think that's kind of the charm of the show, is that you have, a melting pot of cultures and personalities, and it really is a global effort. We are the global service of humanity trying to find a new colony. And yeah, I just think that's what makes for great television on our show, is different personalities having to deal with each other and yeah, growing with that in season 2 and expanding on that. We have new characters this season, which also are, adding to that melting pot and causing different dynamics within each other's relationships. And I just think it's really really exciting. And a lot of them have secrets. You know, a lot of people will watch season 2 thinking they know their favorite characters, and really they're going to find out they don't know them at all.
You know, when you said secrets, Richard kind of went, mm-hmm. Richard, Okay, Richard. What kind of secrets can we expect in season 2? Without spoiling.
The most secretive of secrets. So many secrets. So secret, I can't even speak about them. But
it's a secret how many secrets there are.
It's a secret how many secrets there are going to be. But if you want secrets, you've come to the right place, James. There are so many secrets. Yeah, no, it's going to be a great season. We're very, very excited that people have responded really well. We're really excited that people responded so well to the first season. I mean, we went away and made this little show. You know, you throw paint at the wall and see what sticks, and there's no guarantee, even with the amazing people behind it. It's just very lovely that the public have wanted a second season, and they've waited a while for it because, you know, the world went on its head for a while, and there was a writer's strike, and there's many other sort of issues that led throughout this season that led to it being a lot longer than we expected. But through that, I think we've definitely turned in what I would say is the best season yet. So yeah, very excited.
So Reece,
no secret.
No secrets. Okay, Reece, I'm gonna get Richard and Christie to help you with this one. So, in a space battle, who would win? The crew of the Ark, Enterprise, or Star-Lord and his crew?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Okay. Do you know what I think we've got on our side? We've got a secret weapon called Alicia. I have not yet seen Alicia fail to come up with a solution. Eventually, she's one smart cookie. Also, what I love about our show is that we're quite a young current cast, relatively speaking. You know, just the sheer nature of the fact that we lost all of the commanding officers in the first episode of season 1. You know, you're kind of joining a fairly young cast of people, you know, compared to a lot of these other shows. And I feel like with a bit of youth on our side, maybe we'll have the edge. Maybe like there'll be some kind of technology that the older folks haven't yet figured out, and we can kind of get to them, you know, do.
Isn't there only like 5 people on Star-Lord's ship?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then you got the crew.
One of them's a tree. You know, one's a tree and one's a little bear thing. I think we can take him just through sheer numbers. I think we're fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I've been speaking with Christie Burke, Richard Fleeshman, and Reece Ritchie. Of course, we don't remember each other 18 years ago. I was actually on the Junker for 10,000 BC, but it's great to see all
amazing.
It's great to see all 3 of you in the Ark. I really enjoyed the Anomaly. There's a couple of other episodes I really want to take a good look at because I got a sneak peek before I had to get on with you. I'm going back to that after the interview. Thank you again for joining us on Morning Blend.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't realize we met before. Thank you so much. It was a great interview.
They did save the best till last.